All right, so yes, you can begin as you wish. You might be seated. It might be laying on your back with your back supported. It might be in a child's pose. If you typically begin in child's pose, you're welcome to do that. Whatever allows you to take some time and bring your attention into your body. So you might close your eyes wherever you are and just begin to feel around in your physical body. And notice if you're contracted in your neck or your jaw, your shoulders. So you do want to find ease in these areas right now and throughout our practice and throughout our lives. At certain times we'll realize when we're stressed, we're tense, and our neck is tense, our jaw is tense, shoulders are tense. So I practice just finding ease and softness in those areas. We practice breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, and finding a rhythm, right? Inhaling, expanding your lungs, expanding the belly, maybe the back, right? As you exhale, you might begin to squeeze the belly and empty the body of breath. And then as you inhale, then we can expand the lungs, maybe relax the belly, breathing into the diaphragm. And as you exhale, you might squeeze the belly and kind of empty the body of the breath. So I did have a request for a little bit of movement to begin with. So you might activate with your exhales. So we breathe in and we bring in oxygen and prana, we bring in strength. As we exhale, again, we might squeeze the belly, taking in the strength in the body and just kind of emptying the body of breath. One more breath wherever you are. And then we can make our way into table, coming to hands and knees. And we'll do some cat-cow variations, grounding into your hands and your knees, the tops of your feet. As you inhale, we'll lift the head and tailbone up. And then as you exhale, we'll tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round like the cat, squeeze the belly. Again, we'll inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone, open the chest, the throat. As you exhale, again, we want to squeeze the belly like a crunch, emptying the body of breath, opening the back. Do 2 more of these. As you inhale, lift the head and tailbone, open the front of your body. Exhale, squeeze and contract the front to open the back of the body. The last round, full breath in, we come into the cow version. Full breath out, we come into the cat version. Good, and then let's inhale into a table and tuck the toes, and then find downward dog as you exhale. Take a deep breath in here, long breath out here. And then let's come forward into plank with the in-breath. And then back to downward dog as you exhale, lift the hips. Again, we'll come into plank with the inhale. Your shoulders might come over, or over your wrist, maybe over your fingertips. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back for downward dog. We'll do 2 more. So breathe in, come forward, keep your belly strong. And exhale, squeeze the belly to lift the hips up and back. Good, last one. Breathing in through your nose as you come into plank. And then exhale back to downward dog. And let's inhale and bring the knees down to the mat and find child's pose as you exhale. We'll just take a few breaths to settle in. Right? Feel your heart beating. Relax again, the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Right? Deep breaths, expanding your chest, expanding into the lower back and the belly. Exhale again. You might actively squeeze the belly, kind of emptying the body of the breath. So the next in-breath can be full and expansive. Exhaling all the breath out. Last breath here. And when you're ready to inhale again, we can come to table. And then downward dog as you exhale. Take a breath. Get in and out in your downward dog. And then your next in-breath, let's come forward into plank. And then pause in plank as you exhale. Again, we'll breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Take 1 more inhale and we'll lower down to the mat with the exhale and we'll do some cobras. So as you inhale, we'll lift the head and shoulders and you might even hover your hands and then lower your forehead back down as you exhale. And again, as you inhale, lift the head, the shoulders, maybe the hands. Exhale as you lower down. Again, breathe in through your nose, lifting up. And then breathe out through your nose as you lower down. This time we'll inhale, lift up to cobra. And then stay here as you exhale. Again, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. We'll take the last breath in and then press into your hands and come back to table as you exhale. And we'll do some cat-cow breaths with some variations where you breathe in, Lift the head, lift the tailbone. And then exhale, round like the cat and come back towards child's pose. So hips towards the heels. And then as you inhale again, you'll lift up into your table and arch like the cow. And then exhale and round like the cat back towards your child's pose. We're going to do two more of these. As you inhale, we'll lift up, opening the front of your body. And as you exhale, crunch to open the back of the body as you take the hips back, tuck the chin. Last one, we'll inhale up. And then exhale as you round back. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Good. This time we'll come up into table with the inhale and then downward dog as you exhale. Staying here, maybe 2 breaths, right? Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose. And let's do one more inhale. We'll bring the feet to the top of the mat with the exhale for a forward fold. And then halfway lift as you breathe in. Fold again with your exhale. We'll come to stand, breathing in as you reach your arms up overhead. Bring your hands to your heart with your exhale. Good. Next in breath, lift your arms up to the sky. Forward fold as you exhale. And we'll halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold as you exhale. We'll come to stand again. Reach your arms up to the sky. Bring your hands to your heart with your exhale. Good. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out here. Good. And as you inhale, lift your arms to the sky and we'll come into chair as you exhale. We'll bring the hands to the heart with the in-breath. Twist to your right with your exhale. Maybe the left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Take a breath in here. Take a breath out here. Leave your hands in your heart. Come to center with your inhale. And we'll twist to the left with the exhale. Maybe right elbow to left knee. Inhale here. Exhale here. Come back to center. We'll inhale. Reach your arms up to the sky. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Bring your hands to your mat as you exhale. Plank with your in-breath. Pausing here with your exhale. Again, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. And take another in-breath. We'll lower down with the exhale. And either cobra or upward dog with your in-breath. And then downward dog with your exhale. And take a deep breath in and out in your downward dog. Good. Next breath in, we'll lift the right foot up towards the sky. And then bend your right knee and try to stack your hips with your exhale. We'll come back to 3-legged dog. Square the hips, straighten the leg, breathe in. Take the knee to the opposite elbow as you exhale. We'll come back to 3-legged dog, breathe in. And then step to the top of the mat with your exhale. We'll find warrior 1. So the back foot will step forward a bit and we'll ground for the back heel. Lift the arms up to the sky. Good. From here, let's breathe in and find humble warrior. As you exhale, we'll bow forward. Bring the hands by the hips or higher and the palms face each other. Long spine, breathe in and out here. And then with your in-breath, we'll lift up to warrior 1. So keep the knee bent, lift the arms over the head. We're gonna add a twist. It's really awkward, but it's an inhale. And as you exhale, you'll turn to the right. And your left hand will go forward and try to take the right arm back. It's hard, but come back to center. As you breathe in, square the shoulders, face the front of the mat, inhale. And then exhale as you twist. Left hand forward, right hand back. And one more time. Inhale, come to center. And then exhale, we'll twist. So right knee still bent. Okay, we're facing the right side. Stay here. Take an inhale and exhale. And then we'll come to center. Breathe in. This time, let's stretch the right leg out and we'll hinge forward with the exhale for a pyramid pose. So your hands may come down to the ground or blocks. I guess you don't have blocks, but hands might come down to the ground. Try to relax your neck. So stretching your back as well as hamstrings. One more breath in and out here. And then we'll do revolved triangle. So try to take the left hand down and lift the right hand up. So twisting again. So facing the right side of the wall of the room. Maybe the gaze goes up towards the sky. And do one more breath in. And then as you exhale, you can come down back to pyramid pose. Breathe in and out here one time. And we'll come back up to warrior 1. So bend your right knee. Lift your arms to the sky. We're going to work with a tricky balance pose called revolved half moon. So again, we're going to be facing the right wall, but we're going to take all the weight into the right foot. And we'll shift the weight, lift your back leg. Then we're going to take the left hand down, right hand up. So you're going to try to face the wall. Try to breathe in and out here. Take one more breath in, and we'll step back to that twisted revolved warrior one. So the left foot comes down, and keep reaching and looking back maybe. And then we'll come to warrior one. So inhale, reach both arms overhead. As you exhale, bring the hands down and step the back foot forward for a standing forward fold. And we'll take a few breaths in this forward fold. And so you might bend both knees if you like. You might straighten both legs. You might cross your hands into your elbows or let the arms hang. A deep inhale through your nose. Slow exhales through the nose. And let's do maybe a breath or two more in this forward fold. And then we'll nice and slowly roll up to stand. So allow your arms and your head to hang. We want to maybe contract, squeeze the belly to stretch your lower back. And try to round and stretch into your middle back. And stretch into your upper back between your shoulder blades and keep your chin tucked and stretch into the neck. And then take a moment at the top just to feel into the space of the body. Nice deep, slow breaths. And make sure you're grounded into your feet. And as you breathe in, reach your arms up to the sky. Forward fold with your exhale. We'll halfway lift with the in-breath. Hands to your mat with your exhale. Plank as you breathe in, and then pause here with your exhale. All right, 2 more breaths in. Breathe out through your nose. 1 more inhale. We'll lower down with the exhale. Either cobra or upward dog as you breathe in. Back to downward dog as you exhale. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then lifting your left foot up to the sky as you inhale. Bend your knees, stack your hips as you exhale. Again, 3-legged dog, breathe in. And then knee to the opposite elbow as you exhale. And then back to 3-legged dog, breathe in. Stepping to the top of the mat as you exhale, we'll find warrior one. So back foot can step forward a bit, grounding the back heel. We want the hips and the shoulders to face the front of the mat. We'll inhale here and then humble warrior. With the exhale, just bow forward. Hands come back by your hips, maybe even higher. And again, we're keeping the upper back strong, keeping the belly strong. Breathing 1 more breath. And then as you inhale, we'll lift up to warrior one. And we'll add a twist. So we'll twist to the left. We'll be exhaling, taking the right hand forward, left hand back, and then come back to center. Breathing in, so the legs should stay exactly as they are. Exhale as you twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Try to turn the shoulders to face the side. 1 more time, we'll inhale through center. And then exhale, squeeze the belly to help the twist, and then stay here. Maybe look back, 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. And then come through center. As you inhale, and we'll lift and straighten the front leg here. And then folding forward as you exhale for a pyramid pose. Right, hands might come down to the ground. Try to relax the head, the shoulders, breathe in and out. Inhaling, expanding, exhaling smoothly, slowly to keep the body calm, the mind calm. Good, and then we'll do our revolved triangle. So it'll be the right hand that stays down. And then we'll try to lift the left hand up. So twisting again, shoulders to the side wall. Try to maybe look up towards the sky. Revolve triangle, 1 more inhale. And then as you exhale, we'll come back to our pyramid pose. 1 breath in and out here. And then we'll find warrior one again. So bend into your left knee, lift your arms up to the sky. And take a moment to ground here into your feet. And we'll be working with the revolved half moon. So again, we'll be twisting to the left. Okay, but we'll take the weight into the left, but we'll lift the back leg. Okay, right hand reaches down, left hand reaches up. Yeah, I can't do this side today. But again, squeeze the belly, help find balance, find the twist. We'll take 1 more in breath, and then we'll step back to that twisted warrior one. So exhale, right foot back, and try to keep the twist, keep facing that wall. And then we'll come to warrior one with your in breath. And then exhale, bring your hands down and step the back foot forward as you exhale, forward fold. Again, a few breaths here. You can do whatever feels best with your arms. Maybe you take them to the body. Maybe you just allow them to hang. And a couple breaths in and out. Sometimes I'll bend my knees a lot or a little, or maybe bend one knee or the other knee. Keep breathing. Good. And then we can come up again nice and slow. We want to roll up. So allow your arms to hang in the head and the shoulders to hang. You might squeeze the belly to stretch the lower back. Okay, try to stretch into the middle back, stretch behind the heart, between the shoulder blades and all the way up into your neck. And then pausing at the top and just taking a moment to feel into the space of the body, noticing all the different feels. And then again, grounding into your feet. With your in-breath, reach your arms to the sky and maybe a little bit of a back bend. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Hands to your mat with your exhale. Plank with your inhale. Again, we'll pause here with the exhale. We'll add in some side plank. So let's lift the right arm. Right, up to the sky for your side plank. Exhale here. You want hips and shoulders stacked. Take another in breath. And then regular plank as you exhale. And then we'll switch sides. So inhale, left arm up. Stacking shoulders, stacking hips. Exhale here. Take one more in breath. And then regular plank as you exhale. Good. Take an in breath here. We'll lower to the mat with the exhale. Cobra or upward dog. Breathe in. Downward dog as you exhale. Nice deep breath in and out here. Good. Let's bring the knees to the mat with the inhale. We'll find child's pose with the exhale. Just taking a couple moments again to kind of settle and allow the forehead to rest, whether it's on the ground, whether it's on the arms. Your knees might go farther apart or closer together. Usually the big toes touch-ish, but again, just take a few moments to settle and get comfortable. And just maybe two or three breaths, making your inhales full, expanding the ribs, expanding the back, expanding the belly, making your exhales nice and smooth, at least as long as your in-breath, or maybe a little bit longer of an exhale. And then we can come up into our tables. And we'll find downward dog again with the exhale. And take a moment to feel into your hands, press down through your knuckles, lifting the tailbone, make sure the head's not lifted, dropping the head. We'll lift the right foot to the sky with your in-breath. Bend your knees, stack your hips as you exhale. Come back to three-legged dog as you inhale. Take the knee to the left elbow as you exhale. And then three-legged dog. Breathe in, and we'll step to the top of the mat with the exhale. Let's find crescent this time. So stay on the toes of your back foot. Lift the arms up to the sky. And then steady here. We're going to move from here into the revolved half moon. So the balancing pose where we're twisted to the right. So we'll shift the weight. Our left hand reaches down as we lift the back leg. We'll lift the right arm. Keep breathing in your twist. And then let's try to come to a warrior three. So you might bring both hands to your heart, or you might have both arms extended. That's really hard. But from your warrior three, take an in breath, and we'll lift up to stork with the exhale. So lifting the heart, lift your left knee. Take a breath in and out here. And then we'll find eagle. So inhale, with your exhale, cross the left knee over the right knee. And you can take your right elbow on top of the left elbow. Maybe just wrapping your arms, or maybe bringing the palms, the hands towards each other. Keep breathing in your eagle. And then we'll come back into stork. So we'll unwind, take a breath in. Warrior three as you exhale, extending your left leg behind you. Take an in breath, and then crescent, exhaling your toes to the back of the mat. Let's take an in breath here. And then left hand comes down to the ground with the exhale. Reach the right hand up to the sky. So a nice big twist here. And then we'll move from here into a side plank. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, try to step your right foot back. Take an in-breath in your side plank, and then regular plank as you exhale. Take a breath in, lower down as you exhale, and then lift your heart up. Big breath in, and downward dog as you exhale. Nice deep breaths here. We'll take maybe 3 or 4 breaths. You might stay in downward dog. You might come into a child's pose and rest. Sometimes I practice tuck-ups for handstands. Practicing by bringing knees to chest. But take another breath or so to do as you like. And then we can meet back in downward dog. From downward dog, we take a moment to get and reconnect it. Feel into your hands, maybe relax the neck. And with your inhale, lift your left foot to the sky, and then bend your knees, stack your hips as you exhale. Come back to 3-legged dog, breathe in, and knee to the right elbow as you exhale. And then 3-legged dog, breathe in. Step to the top of the mat as you exhale, we'll find our crescent. So stay on the toes of the back foot as you lift your arms up to the sky. Again, studying here, we'll be doing the revolved half moon where we're twisted to the left. So we'll take the weight into the left foot. Right hand lowers, left hand lifts, right leg lifts. We keep breathing. And then trying to come into a warrior 3. So square the hips and the shoulders. You might bring both hands to your heart. You might extend both arms out. But we'll take an in-breath here. And then stork, exhale, lift the heart, lift the knee. Breathe in and out in your stork. And find eagle. So crossing the knees, bring the left arm over top of the right arm. And you might just wrap your arms around your shoulders. Maybe the hands come towards each other. Steady your breath. And then with your in-breath, we'll come into a stork. And then warrior 3, exhale, extending the right leg back. Take a breath in. And then crescent, exhaling the toes to the back of the mat. And then it's an in-breath here. Right hand grounds as you exhale, and the left hand reaches to the sky. So opening the hips, opening the spine. We'll take one more in-breath here. As you exhale, side plank, try to step the left foot back. Take a breath in. Exhale to plank. Take an inhale there. And then exhale as you lower down. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale back to downward dog. Good, nice deep breaths here. In through your nose. Out through the nose. Do the last breath like this. And then with your in-breath, lift your right foot to the sky, and we'll come into half pigeon. Exhaling the right knee by right wrist. Take a few moments to set up and come into your pigeon. We can lower the back knee. Or you might lift your heart up. The placement of your right foot matters. If you want more of a stretch, you can take your foot more of a out, so you have a right angle, but less of a stretch. You can bring your foot in more towards your hips, so that will lessen the intensity, but you can choose what's healthy for you. And just take a few moments in your stretch and then relax your hands, relax the neck, relax the jaw. Steady the breath in, slow breath out. One more breath here. And when you're finished with your exhale, you can come out of your pigeon and just take a few breaths to do whatever you want to. You might come back to your cat-cow breaths. You might add a twist or a stretch, or maybe you find child's pose and you find a little movement. And take a few breaths to do whatever feels best for you. And then when you're ready, we can come back to downward dog. So we'll ground into the hands and lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Relax the head down towards the mat. And then lift the left foot towards the sky. And then exhale the left knee by the left wrist. And then you can adjust if you want your right or this left foot more this way or more this way, but back knee can come down. You might take a few moments to settle into your pigeon. But once you're in your pigeon, you want to again check in, see if you're tense and not breathing. And practice relaxing hands, relax the jaw, relax maybe the shoulders, maybe the belly, maybe the chest, maybe the toes are tense. And then cultivate to the breath. It's difficult, but it talks to the body, talks to the nervous system, says even though we're uncomfortable now, we're okay. It's okay to relax now. A couple more breaths here. And the last breath. You can come out as you're ready and just take a few breaths to do whatever you want. Your eyes might be closed. You might add on to the stretch. You might come out and just find stillness. You might be wanting to move or stretch in a different way. We'll meet in one more downward dog before we move on. So meeting back in a downward dog when you're ready. Just taking a moment to really feel into this one. See, again, the head's lifted, head can drop, maybe even tuck the chin, let the head fall. But we'll move into a malasana, which is a wide leg squat. So toes usually hang off the mat and the feet turn out a little bit, but you can adjust to whatever feels best. Excuse me. Hands may stay to the ground. You might be somewhere in here and just breathe here and stretching the hips. You may lift the hands, they might come together. You might lift the heart, finding a nice long, tall spine, try not to clench the neck. And find softness in the face and the jaw, wherever you are. Try to breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through the nose. A couple more times here. And last breath. And then we'll be meeting seated. You're welcome to just come back to sit. You might want to try a crow where you bring your hands down, bend your elbows, and you want to look up in this area above the fingers. And then you shift forward, maybe lift one toe, maybe both toes. But it's no pressure to try it, but it's a fun practice. But we'll meet seated and we'll do a Badakhanasana, bringing the soles of the feet together. You might hold your feet or your ankles, but we're going to kind of pull the heart out towards the feet. But ultimately, we want to allow the head to drop and the shoulders to relax, and the jaw, we need to release the clenched jaw. And then breathe in through your nose, breathe out through the nose. And it's something we have to do intentionally here. Right, take one more breath here. And when you're ready to inhale, you can lift back up and just take a breath at the top. And then we'll do a seated twist. I'm going to take this right knee down and then cross the left leg over top. So you'll be on the outside edge of the foot with the right foot by your hip. And then on the sole of the foot on this left side. But I'm going to try to ground through both sit bones, sit up tall, inhale, and then we'll twist to your left as you exhale. And try to rotate your left shoulder back far. Then you look over the left shoulder. And then you can inhale. And as you exhale again, maybe squeeze the belly here to kind of deepen the twist. One more breath in. And then exhale again, nice deep twist. And we'll come back to center as you breathe in. And as it feels okay with your knees, we'll just take this left foot and take it over more. So you're now on the outside edges of both feet. We're going to work on stacking the knees. So Gomukhasana, or cow face legs. And we want to try to ground through both sit bones and try to find softness and ease in the body. And then we'll fold forward. So you can walk your hands out and maybe think about reaching your heart out over your knees. But ultimately, wherever you come to, we want to allow the head to relax down, the shoulders to relax, and then intentionally relax the jaw and move the breath. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through the nose. Maybe another breath or two here. And then when you're ready, we can lift up nice and slowly, carefully come out of this and take a few breaths to do whatever you want to. And you might stretch your legs out, you might find stillness, you might find movement, you might find a counter stretch of some sort, but we'll take a few breaths before we move on. And then when you're ready to move on, it'll be the left leg that kind of wraps around, and then the outside edge of that left foot. Then this right foot will come on top, and you'll put it in the sole of the right foot. Grounding through both sit bones. You want to sit tall, breathe in, and then we'll twist to the right with the exhale. In a couple breaths, you want to try to rotate your right shoulder back, and you turn your chin either direction. Sometimes it feels nice to turn the head the other way. You're getting neck adjustment, but again, we want to inhale intentionally. And as you exhale, you might squeeze your belly, contract the core to help deepen your twist. And again, we'll breathe in. And then we activate, squeeze the core, but keep the face soft. And we can come out of this when you're ready. Coming back to center. And then we can add on by taking the right leg over a bit more. So you come onto the outside edge of the right foot. We're working on stacking the knees. This might not work for everybody, but working towards stacking the knees, trying to ground through both sit bones and trying to find softness here. And then we can fold forward. So you want to inhale, kind of lift up, and as you exhale, you might squeeze the belly to protect your spine as well as you fold forward. Ultimately, wherever you come to, try to soften into the neck and the shoulders and the jaw space. And then intentionally breathe in deep and full. Intentionally breathe out slowly. Try to soften and relax someplace else or just a little bit more. And last breath here. Whenever you're ready to breathe in again, you can lift up nice and slowly. And maybe you keep your eyes closed, but you can carefully come out and just take a few breaths to do whatever you want to. Right? Maybe you counter stretch in some way. Maybe you just find stillness. Maybe you need some movement. So we'll be coming to our backs when you're ready. So coming to lay on your back with your knees on your chest. Bring knees to the chest and just kind of massage the back of it. Maybe rocking the knees side to side, maybe circling the knees in one direction or the other direction. You're just massaging your back. Again, maybe the eyes, you close your eyes here. So you can just kind of direct more energy, more attention into the body. Relax the face, relax the jaw. Just massaging around the low back, maybe the middle back, maybe you have a massage in your shoulders. And then we can come back to center. And then let's extend the left leg out, stretching it out along the mat. Resting the heel out along the mat. And then just do a few circles or half circles on your right side. Maybe circling the knee in big circles or small circles, either or both directions. And then we'll come into a nice big twist on our back. So take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. So opposite hand to knee. And then we'll take the right arm out to the side, palm facing the sky, and we'll twist over to the left. And just about 2 breaths. And again, intentionally breathe in, expand the lungs. As you exhale, find softness, and relax jaw and shoulders and hands. One more breath like that. And then when you're ready, you can come out of your twist, and again, a moment or two to do whatever you would like. And maybe you just find stillness and you're like, wow, you feel all the different feelings. Maybe you need a little bit of movement or a stretch in a certain way. But when you're ready to move on, you can bring knees to the chest and maybe a little massage for the back again. And then we can come to center and stretch the right leg out, resting the heel out along the mat and guiding the left knee in some circles or half circles. And you might have your eyes closed and just kind of feel around. And be opening the knee out wide or crossing it over towards the other side. And then we can come into the twist where we take the opposite hand to the knee. Your left arm out to the side, palm facing the sky. And then we'll twist to the right. And likely when you come into your twist, you'll be tense and not breathing. So again, the practice is to breathe in deep. And as you exhale, try to relax, right? So maybe the hands or the feet or the shoulder or the neck or the jaw, the face. One more breath yet. And finish with your exhale. And you can come out of your twist and just take a few moments for yourself. You might have your eyes closed. You might find a little counter stretch or stillness, movement, whatever feels best for you. And then we'll bring knees to the chest. One more time, just a little bit of circle or rock of the knees to massage the back of the body. And we'll finish with a happy baby pose. So knees will stay bent, but they'll come wider than the torso. So wide, and then the feet open up towards the ceiling or the sky. You might hold your ankles or maybe your feet. Maybe we want to keep the back rounded. You might rock a bit if it feels good to massage your back. Sometimes I'll stretch one leg out more, stretching the hamstrings, or bend both knees, or bend the knees more. But again, just kind of taking maybe 2 more breaths in your happy baby pose, breathing in and out nice and slow. And then when you're ready, you can make our way into Shavasana, which is our final resting pose. So you might have, excuse me, the feet extended out along your mat. And you're welcome to add in anything else if you would like to before coming into Shavasana, but I'll go through Shavasana Cubes. That's to have your feet extended out along the mat a little wider than hip distance, allowing the toes to roll outwards a little bit for external rotation of the legs. And then the arms come to the sides with a little bit of space between the arms and your ribs. And then they have a bit of an external rotation of the arms. The palms or the thumbs might face the ceiling. And then we just allow the eyes to close, and the breath, we want the breath now to just go at its own rhythm. You allow the breath to just move at its own pace. And you can scan the body, just looking around in the body to see if there's any areas of contraction. And you make sure that the forehead is relaxed and your temples are relaxed and your cheeks are relaxed. Make sure that your jaw really is relaxed, and maybe there's some space between your teeth. And allow your neck to relax. So the back and the sides and the front of your neck relax. And you feel into your chest, and collarbone space, relaxing there. And into your upper back space, your heart space, inside, rounding around the area of the heart. Going into the sternum, relaxing the sternum, the core, and the center, and the back of the body. Going into the lower abdominal area, the lower back area, that space between. And feeling into the pelvic region, the tailbone, relaxing into the legs, knees, ankles, feet. Relaxing your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, hands, fingers. When you find your attention wandering away from your body and all the feelings that are here, you want to redirect your attention back down. And you'll notice it will be in the future or the past or the story. Their practice is to move away from the stories of the mind and projections and the future and the past, and to just really rest within the space of our bodies, feeling all the different feels, the heartbeat, The breath as it moves all on its own. And the digestive system working. All the different fields. Let's take a few more moments here to rest, physically and mentally, knowing it's healthy and necessary. Just one more moment as you are. And feeling the ground beneath you and supporting you. And feeling the breath move in and out all on its own, the heart beating inside of you. And cultivating gratitude and joy, appreciation, whether it's for your body or a person or a thing or an animal or an event. We want to cultivate gratitude, joy, and appreciation. We want this to vibrate throughout the entire body. And relax all efforts and just gently bring movement to the body, maybe wiggling the toes, or the hands, or the feet, or the arms, or the legs. Just gently reawakening the body. You can take your time, but when you're ready, you can bend your knees and make your way to either side and come into the fetal position for a few moments. Again, noticing how you feel. And pressing to seated when you're ready. Bringing your hands together at your heart. And thanking yourself for your practice. And I thank you for your practice. It's our belief that the work we do on ourselves actually benefits all beings. So thank you for the work that you're doing. It helps to change this world to be a better place. Namaste.